Hello, everyone. Welcome to Power Lunch Live. I'm Andrea Swedan, founder of Altitude Connections, and it's such a pleasure to have you all tuning in. Today is extra special because for the first time, I'm hosting a guest all the way from Lebanon, bringing the distance between Canada and Lebanon through this conversation. Despite the time difference, we're thrilled to be here, connected across the globe. I'm absolutely delighted to introduce you to our guest, Zeinab Koubayssi, a full-time pharmacist who on weekends transforms into Lebanon's beloved garlic queen. Through her platform, Beyond Food, she shares her culinary adventures through her platform, of course, and through social media, uncovering hidden gems and must-visit spots while supporting Lebanon's tourism and economy. Zainab, we can't wait to hear more about your journey and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Andrea. It's really a pleasure to be having this conversation with you. And it's such a delight for me to be having this conversation. So thank you so much for this warm welcoming. And thank you for giving time also to this live interview. I'm so excited for it. It's been a long time since we connected to have this conversation. I'm glad that finally it went well. And please allow me also to wish all the people who's joining also today's live a blissful period for Ramadan and for fasting as well. It's truly a holy spirit and month during the upcoming days. So it's a pleasure also to have this as a kickoff for Ramadan period and fasting period as well.
You're right. What a perfect timing right before the season starts. So much blessings and good luck for the ones who will fast and go through this beautiful journey of prayers. But yeah, so I can't wait to ask you these questions, and I'm sure other people are curious too. Tell me, what inspired you to pursue food blogging alongside your career as a full-time pharmacist?
Actually, it was more like a hobby, Andrea. So we used to go out, me and my husband, back in the days when we used to have multiple free times. So we used to go to a lot of destinations and places to try them, to taste their food. So it was more like a hobby and going out time. And then I started up putting food reviews on an application called Zomato.
Okay.
And it went really well. I had a lot of reviews on that application. And suddenly, unfortunately, the application went down in Lebanon. And I had to go into another platforms on the social media. So and that was unfortunate at that time. And luckily, it was really a good pathway also to transform to other platforms, such as Instagram and other platforms as well, where I started to have video blogs sharing my experiences. And I believe people loved it as well. So,
so
that was
that's great. So it happened for the right at the right time for a good reason for you to shift and use your own platform.
True.
That's great. And so I'm curious to know, what's the process for reviewing a restaurant? Do you have a specific criteria, or do you follow your instincts? How does it work exactly when you are a food blogger?
Yes, actually it's a picky process. So, you have to be highly credible and transparent with a lot of people, because a lot of people, they usually wait for this blog in order to pick up nice places to go and have decent experiences, because at the end, you are putting money on such experiences. And at the end, you are expecting to have also a delightful time at that place, enjoy the food that you are paying for or the destination you are heading to. So actually, there's quite a lot of requirements that we usually test with our places that we go through. So I always tend to prefer the quality over the quantity of the places that I cover on my page. So this is a must. There are a lot of questionnaires that we share as well with our places that we visit to make sure that all of this are up to the expectation. This is when it comes to the advertisements, okay? And at the other time, there are many places that we cover, and these are usually gems. So they are underrated or still not discovered or undercovered. So we go to such places and we highlight the place itself on the social media so can people know more about it. It's usually referred back to a previous experience that we had at this place. It was like an amazing experience, and we would love to share also with the audience about it.
Absolutely. Oh, of course, because these places are wonderful and people don't know about them. And so when you want to share that gem or any other restaurant, how do you engage with your audience? Like what kind of feedback do you receive from your followers?
We usually actually get the feedback right on the video. Sometimes we get experiences in the comments that they tried the place. Sometimes we get some messages, direct messages, asking about the place. Is it convenient to go or not? Sometimes they share that their experience went really well. Sometimes also we get some feedback from the audience that the experience probably didn't go so well, and they usually raise some comments to be shared as well with the restaurant owners. So it's usually it's two ways actually communication. So we tend to share the comments with the restaurants as well in order to improve, for example, probably the service or anything that went bad during the experience. And also we share the positive experience about what the audience loved the most. So it's about the contact with the people and the followers that usually try restaurants after seeing our blog.
Absolutely. But that must take a lot of time. So do you spend your weekend on driving around and seeing what you haven't tried? And then you have to go and enjoy the experience, and then you have to answer to all your followers.
Yes, it's actually very tiring, very challenging. Being a full-timer, having a full-time actually job within the weekdays, also being a mother, also being a wife. So you have a lot of tasks to do within the weekdays, and then spending the weekends discovering places or heading to do some advertisements. So it's a full time. It's like you have a very big cake and you are splitting the different pieces into different times. So it's really tiring. But until now, I'm still trying to manage it the most way possible.
Good for you. Well, if you enjoy it and it feeds you and it feeds you. I mean, if it fulfills you and it's a great hobby, why not? Right?
True.
Good.
The
And
moment that you feel you are satisfied and you're happy actually with what you are doing, you always spend time doing it in the right way,
exactly.
because you will always feel success actually, or in other terms, to feel the pleasure of the success, you need to be tired sometimes. You need to have some challenges. You need to have some ups and downs. So
Absolutely.
luckily we're doing it the right way. So
Good. Oh, I didn't even ask you how long you've been doing blogging on food.
it's been like 2 or 3 years actually doing the video blogging.
Okay.
Yes, it's been like 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Great. Good. Perfect time after COVID,
Yes,
right?
actually, it was the kickoff of the blog starting, I guess, 2021 or 2022. It
Okay.
was this period, yes.
All right. Okay. So tell me, what trends are you noticing in Lebanon's food scene right now? Are there any emerging cuisines or dining experiences gaining by popularity? What's trending in Lebanon?
Yes. Sometimes there are some worldwide trends that they come to Lebanon. For
Hmm.
example, if I'm not mistaken, in Canada, they started up the bag of chips that you put in it some shawarma, meat shawarma, kebab, or something like
Oh,
that.
yes,
Then,
yes, yeah.
yes, yeah, it went really viral in there, and then they started up the same trend in here.
Okay.
But usually these are some trending phases in Lebanon. But You have a lot of restaurants, dining restaurants. You can experience a lot of cuisines in Lebanon. So it's not only about the Lebanese cuisine, although it's
That's right.
one of the top cuisines in the world, but you can experience a lot of things here in Lebanon, like the fast food experience, the American, the Italian. So it's really like a different cultural cuisines that you can face within the same spot of Lebanon. That's a small like that. So usually you can see a lot of trends in here, but also you can see some dining experiences. They differ.
That's true. But no, the experiences are top because they're
Yes,
always so trendy and they have the latest, even in desserts
true,
and different
true,
kind of
true, true. And you can see a
cuisine.
lot of chefs here, a lot of colleagues also from the bloggings. They're heading outside of Lebanon. They're doing coverages outside of Lebanon, and their names are really well known as well. So I believe
Okay.
Lebanese people, they have really an impact all around the world. So
I think so too.
starting from the food to their daily probably hobbies or daily activities.
You're
So
right.
yes,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I see in your blog you're known as the garlic queen. So how did that nickname come about?
actually, the idea of loving garlic was innate. So it started up with me loving to eat everything with chicken alongside with garlic. So
Okay.
I'm so addicted to garlic. So I usually put a lot of quantity of garlic in my sandwiches, in my plate, whatever. So it's like a side sauce or a side dip that's always available in there.
Okay.
So a lot of videos that went viral,
Mm-hmm.
actually the main focus was on the dipping sauce of the garlic. So people really
Oh,
liked the idea, and
okay.
they started to tell me, "Oh my God, the quantity of garlic that you are eating is huge." So this is how we started the nickname of the Garlic Queen.
I see. Okay, I was wondering. I said she must like garlic if they gave her that nickname.
Actually, it's a love story. It's not
Oh,
only.
okay, it's a love story. Ah, now we're getting the truth is coming out. Um, and I know garlic is very trendy and very like it's an important ingredient in the Lebanese cuisine.
Yes, actually, the Middle
But
Eastern cuisine,
yes, for
it's one of the
sure.
most precise ingredients actually in the cuisines, of course.
Absolutely. And what one dish would you think truly represents the Lebanon's culinary identity as a dish, not as an ingredient?
Actually, there are multiple dishes, Andrea, that they represent the Lebanese cuisine, but I'm going to start up with the famous number one sandwich in the world, the shawarma wrap. So
Mm.
it went and it took the first actually rank in the whole world according to Atlas. So I believe
Mm,
that's a highly recognition for the Lebanese shawarma.
okay.
Tabbouleh, for example, the hummus dip. You have a lot of items that are really of a good
We
taste that are
do.
famous as well. Yes.
Oh, that's
What's your favorite, Andrea? Let me know.
my absolute favorite is tabbouleh.
You love tabbouleh.
I love tabbouleh. I could live on tabbouleh.
Yes.
And I have it homemade. My parents make it. It's delicious.
Yes.
I
Yes.
can
Yes.
I mean, if I have to stuff myself and expand my pants, it would be just a huge bowl of tabbouleh. I love tabbouleh.
Yes, it's amazing. Believe me, it's one of the top salads. The combination itself, if you think about how did they end up doing tabbouleh, it's really exciting. The combination of ingredients that they are all available in this one salad.
That's right.
But yes, true.
Yeah, it's incredible. But like, who would
Yum.
think a parsley salad will be so delicious?
True.
But
True.
sure enough, it is.
True.
And
True.
do you see your food blogging as something that could become a full-time career one day?
Probably, probably
Mhm.
yes, probably not. We'll see how things move forward in the future. But for the time being, Andrea, I believe that the impact of the blog is doing very good on a lot of businesses.
Mm,
Alhamdulillah, I'm getting a lot of feedback from the different businesses that we usually cover on our platform. It's usually a positive feedback. They tell us how their businesses went well, how their sales, for example, they increase. A lot of
yes.
tourists also are coming to Lebanon to try out those places. So it's good to see and to hear such
Of
feedback from the different
course,
businesses.
absolutely. Especially the hidden gems, they're so beautiful. And
True,
that
true.
does help the tourist, right? Do you collaborate or partner with the tourism or travel department?
Actually, it's not with the official agents. We usually act with some agents that they represent, for example, a part of the authorities or some parties that are responsible to focus, for example, on traveling issues or travel or the local tourism in
Okay,
Lebanon. So we intend to do such collaborations, of course.
okay. And have you tried everything or no? There's always, you have a list to go of restaurants.
No matter how much you try some things, Andrea, there's a lot of list that's left also to try. Actually,
That's
I'm
true.
gonna share with you one of the experiences that I was astonished when I tried it. So
Yeah,
it was the first
tell us,
time
share
for
with
me.
us.
Yes, it was the first time for me to try Tunisian cuisine, and
Okay.
I was astonished with the combinations that they do. So, for example, in Lebanon, we're not used, for example, for the combination of tuna alongside with eggs, alongside with some salads, alongside with some chickpeas.
True.
So it was a weird combination for me, but I didn't expect that the taste would be that much tasty. So it was beyond my expectations.
Okay.
I believe Tunisian cuisine is such an underrated cuisine, actually. So the experiences that we always face upon doing the shootings or discovering the places,
Mm-hmm.
you go into Anjad tourism probably outside of even Lebanon, and you're still in Lebanon.
Right. No, you're right. I could just imagine that. So, Tunisian cuisine. Oh, now I'm curious to know. I'm gonna Google one in Montreal.
Yes.
Oh, you're opening my appetite. Maybe it's the time, but all this food topic,
True.
it's great. And is there one restaurant, but around the world that you would like to blog or talk about and try
Is there one restaurant that I would like to try outside of
outside
Lebanon?
of Lebanon? Yes.
Actually, yes, there's a place that I'm highly interested to try.
Okay.
Uh, a lot of relatives, they used to bring me items from this place to Lebanon, but it's not like trying the place as fresh as possible when you are there. So soon I'm going to be checking the place live,
Okay.
hopefully in the coming weeks.
Okay.
And I'll be sharing also the experience over my blog, and it would be also a pleasure to try this place. It's
Oh,
outside of Lebanon.
okay.
It has multiple branches as well around the world. Unfortunately, it's not yet available in Lebanon. So excited, really excited to have it fresh as possible in there.
Oh, wonderful. I can't wait to, I'm gonna keep following you to see which one it is.
Yes.
Okay, that's fun. So that means everybody has to follow you, keep following and watching you.
Yes.
I
Yes.
know we're almost at wrap-up time, but I had one more question that I like to ask at the end of every podcast is how do you balance your full-time career, family, and a passion with the projects you're doing? What challenges do you have along the way, and how do you balance?
Yes, it's really hard. It's really hard to, as I mentioned to you, is to have like a big cake and you need to specify each piece at which time and everything. So for the time being, I'm trying to handle as much as possible. So I'm spending the weekdays in my full-time job, also
Okay.
at the evenings with the family, doing family activities or family duties.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the weekends, which is usually the time to relax and spend some time relaxing or so, we
Mm-hmm.
usually go for the blogging and the shooting. And it's really a full time, you can say, within the weekends. But For the time being, it's manageable. And you
Okay.
can say I'm trying to split my time like 40% in my full-time career, 40% with the family, and 20% with the
The
blogging.
blog.
So far, it's doing good. With the
Good.
20%, we're doing good. Yes.
Oh, good. Wonderful. Well, I wish you much success and
Thank you so much.
enjoy every blog you do and every tasting and every restaurant visit. I see from your eyes and the way you speak when you're doing your videos, you really, really enjoy the moment.
True.
So good for you. Um, Best wishes for the continuity, and we'll keep following you to see what's trending and what's happening and what are the gems in Lebanon.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
You're
It's such a
welcome.
delight to be connected today. And believe me, whenever you do something from the heart, you will reach to a place where you can see success indeed. So a lot of and much love to all of the people who really trust the content that I share. And I'm really hoping for the best in the upcoming days to always keep the trust that people are sharing with me as well regarding this issue. So
Mhm. That's
thank you so
important,
much for the
of course.
delightful words. Yes, of course.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Andrea, for the delightful words. And it's really, really a pleasure to have this call today. So let's
you're
keep up.
welcome. Yes, let's keep up. We'll follow each other, support each
True,
other, and open everybody's appetites.
true, true, true. Go enjoy the rest of the day, Andrea.
Thank you.
Enjoying the sunny day.
Yes,
And here
thank
will
you,
be
Zainab.
spending the evening relaxing a bit before kicking off tomorrow's shooting.
Exactly. That's right. Have a lovely evening and thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
Zainab.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Take care.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.